Hello students, and welcome to this quick intro to the CBT exam. Before you begin your examination, you'll be required to supply two things into the computer. The first of these two things is your username, and the second is your password. Both will be assigned to you at the accreditation center. And before you begin, I would like you people to know how to use the computer mouse very well, because you majorly be using your computer mouse throughout the duration of this examination. On the computer mouse we have at the digital library, you have three buttons on this mouse. The first one, when you start counting from your left side, the first mouse is the mouse button. The first mouse button is the mouse button you will want to be interacting with throughout the duration of this examination. The second one is the one at the center, and that one is called the scroll button. The scroll button, you only need it whenever you are to navigate through a page. If you want to go up or down a page, you will be using the scroll button. Then the third button, which is the right mouse button, is a button you will not want to be using throughout the duration of this examination, because there is nothing that will require you to use the third mouse button, which is your right click button. So now let's go straight to business. So as I said earlier, you'll be required to supply username and password into the computer system before beginning your examination. And as I said the username and password will be provided to you at the accreditation center. So now I'm going to go ahead and type in the username and password I have with me here. Now please take note that there is a space here named username. So this is where you'll be required to enter your username. And before you can enter your username in this space, you have to make use of your left mouse button. You have to make use of your left mouse button, and once you click into this white space in front of username, you'll see a line blinking, coming on and coming off. So it is this line that indicates the computer is ready to accept input from you, from your keyboard. Now I'm going to supply the username I'm having with me here. So as I've supplied the username, so what I will need next is to supply the password into the computer. Below the username there is a box that says password. So this is where you will want to enter the password that is assigned to you at the accreditation center. So once again, you make use of the left mouse button again. So I'm going to click my left mouse button on the box that says password, and here I've clicked just now. So I'm going to enter my password as I have it with me. So having done that, then you can now go ahead and log in onto the dashboard. And if you want to log in, you can do that by just pressing enter on your keyboard, or better still, you just move your mouse pointer to the button that says login now. That is this button that you have the mouse pointer on right now. So I'm going to be clicking on the button that says login now. So once again, I'll be using my left mouse button. So when I log in, the first thing I see is the exam execution page. And this page will show me the available tests I'm having. Like now, the exam I'm having is sample exam, HND2 students. So it means I'll be taking an exam for HND2 students. But this one, as it says, is sample exam. So before I go and do anything, what I only need to proceed to the next step is just to click on the Start Exam Now button. And if you want to click, as I said the other time, you only have to use your left mouse button. So once again, I'm going to move my mouse cursor on the button that says Start Exam Now, and I'm going to use my left mouse button. So I'm going to click on that now. So here we are. So this is the test information page. So this is the last page you guys will be seeing before the examination starts proper. So on this page, you only need some information to know. As we are having it here now, you need to know the time you will be spending on this exam. And it says test time, we have 5 minutes. So it means I will be spending 5 minutes on this examination that I'm about to begin. Then it says basic score. So it's displaying the score per test, as in the score per question to me right now. And it says I'm going to be having 2 points for each question I got correct. And the maximum score is 14. So it means the maximum point I can get is 14 points. So these will be the 3 basic things that you'll be requiring to know, as in that you'll be required to know during the process of your examination. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move my mouse pointer on this button that says Start Exam Now. And believe me, this is the last procedure you are going to be facing before your examination starts proper. And once I click this button, what I should see is my first question. But there is one thing I want to draw your attention to. Maybe you are having difficulty on this page. Please make sure you are relaxed, because your exam time will not start until the very first indicates the commencement of your examination. So if you look at the top right corner of the screen, as I'm having right now, you see there that the system is displaying the date and time on the computer right now. So I'm going to point to that for you. So here on the screen, the date and time is being displayed. So this time you are seeing here is not your exam time. Trust me, your exam starts when you see the very first question. So I'm going to click Start Exam Now button. So here, this is the first question, and if you come to the right top corner of your screen, you see the time has begun counting down from 5 minutes. So here we have 4 minutes and some seconds has been displayed at the top right corner of our screen right now. So this is the first question, and I'm going to be selecting an answer. Then I'll also want to click next question. So if you look at these 3 buttons here, we have one previous. The reason you can't click on this previous is because this is the first question you have to answer, and there is no previous questions. If you click on this confirm, it means you will not be able to change any of this answer in case you change your mind concerning the option you picked as your correct answer. You will not be able to change anything if you click confirm. So if you answer a question after selecting the appropriate answer to your question, what I expect you to do is click the next question button. Please and please do not click submit your exam. So what we are going to do now is answer this question. So this one says the word booting means okay. So I will select my answer. So if you want to select your answer, please make sure you click into the appropriate button, into the appropriate circle. As you are seeing here, there is a dot in the middle. So this dot that you see after I click into my answer indicate that I've chosen this option number 3 as my answer. So I'm going to be clicking next question. So you can go ahead and click next question after answering your first question. So I'll click next. Then let's say I answer this. Okay, let's say I answer this now. Then I want to click next question. So you can go ahead and click next question. So you can see the previous button has now appeared. If I click on this previous button now, it will take me to the previous question. If I click it again, then it will take me to the previous question, which is the first question. You can see it's not appearing again. So let's go ahead and click next. Next, I've answered this. So this is the third question I'm going to be answering. So let me just click. I've picked an answer. Then next. Okay, so let me just click this. Because of my time, I want to introduce you to something. So let me just click next. Next, I've answered this. Let me answer this. So you can see the next button has disappeared. So the next button disappeared means you've gotten to the last question. Then it means the question you are seeing right then is your last question. That is the last question you are expected to be answering in that exam. So you can see now the next button is not appearing again. Then it means I've reached the last question. So maybe you might want to view the questions you have answered previously. You might want to view them. What you only need to do is you click previous to go to the question you have answered previously, and don't bother about your time again. Once you've reached your last question and you are sure you've answered everything, maybe you just want to cross check, then you can click previous. You click previous. Maybe you want to change an answer to a question, you can do that. The next question, you can see these questions are already answered. So but if everything is in white space and there's no dot between anyone, it means you've not selected an answer. But if there is dot as you have on this no, then it means you've selected this option, as in the option that carries the dot. So once you are through, you can click submit your exam. Then submit your exam. But if I didn't submit my exam and my time expires, you can see that. So it means the computer has submitted for me. So you don't have to panic that what happened. It's saying there is no available test and I have not clicked submit. What's going on? Please let your mind be at peace because the computer has submitted for you. Once your time expires, the computer will submit your exam for you and you don't have any problem. I hope you understand my explanation this far. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to be logging out this screen because I've ended my examination. So to be sure that nobody is looking at what I've answered on the computer, so I only need to click the logout button, as you can see. So I've successfully logged out my test, and this screen has taken me back to the welcome page where another user can enter his or her details. Please, once you are through with your exam and you've logged out, you are free to go. So I wish you guys the best of luck in your examination. Thank you.